Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, y'all, it is about that time. Let's sip some sensibility, shall we? What in a misplaced, twisted Oedipus complex is this ish? Okay, so we're gonna get into this little segment here from Fox Soul, where Larsa Pippen is to wed Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son, and also, honey, Mr. Carlos King is up here, and honey, I'm gonna give some commentary on Mr. King. Oh yes, I am. Let's listen to this first.
With TMZ. Wedding bells are in the air, according to Marcus Jordan's recent encounter with TMZ. Marcus recently told the entertainment outlet that he's ready to walk down the aisle with his boo, Larsa Pippen. And the two are looking for a location for their nuptials. How do you feel about this? And is this a disaster waiting to happen? Al, we're going to go to you first. What do you think about this?
So, before we even listen to Al's commentary, let's talk about the fact that Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen have a long standing beef. Now, Pippen in particular is the one who is discontent. Now, his beef is really centered on The Last Dance, the 10-part ESPN produced documentary that captivated the country back in 2020 during the height of the panorama. So while the documentary was billed as an intimate look at the final season of the Bulls dynasty, the Chicago Bulls basketball team, and it really focused on Michael Jordan's rise into the greatest player into the league history. And Scottie Pippen wasn't happy about it. If you're jealous, just say that you're jealous. I mean, Michael Jordan was the greatest of all times, especially during that era of basketball. But in a new tell-all book titled Unguarded, Pippen slams Jordan as condescending and says he's never been close to his former teammate, okay? Now, GQ published an excerpt of the book that gets into the heart of Pippen's discontent, okay? And I'm going somewhere with this. Even during the second episode of The Last Dance, which focused primarily on Scottie Pippen's difficult upbringing and unlikely path to the NBA, the narrative returned to Michael Jordan and his determination to win. And this is according to Scottie Pippen. He says, I was nothing more than a prop, his best teammate of all time. He called me. He couldn't have been more condescending if he tried. And also, according to Pippen, he said, on second thought, I couldn't believe my eyes. I spent a lot of time around the man. I knew what made him tick, how naive I was to expect anything else. So it sounds like he was jealous of that spotlight that Michael got. And he said each episode was the same. Michael was being placed on a pedestal. His teammates were secondary, smaller. The message no different from what he referred to us back then as his supporting cast. Wow. Okay. From one season to the next, we received little to no credit whenever we won, but the bulk of the criticism when we lost. Michael could shoot 6 for 24 from the field, commit 5 turnovers, and in the minds of the adoring press, Michael Jordan was still errorless Jordan. Okay, so I'm not going to read all that. So you see where I'm going with this. So for Michael Jordan's son to get with Larsa Pippen. Now, you know, Larsa Pippen used to be married to Scottie Pippen. They had a divorce. Some people say she's for the streets. I hate using that term, but she dated the likes of Future. She dated a few other athletes, and she even used to deal with Tristan Thompson, and that's how Chloe met him. Ain't that about a bitch? She brought him to one of the Kardashians' little functions. Chloe took a liking to him, child, and stole her little date, her little man. Child, ain't that some backstabbing ish? But that's how they roll, them Kardashians, child. But that's another conversation for a different video. So, Marcus Jordan, for you to know the disdain that Scottie has for your father, Michael, why would you get with Larsa? And Larsa, what are you doing? Because back during that time, the Jordans and the Pippins, they did have a relationship. I'm sure they hung out on a level. You knew him as a child. Why would you want to date him? That's kind of odd to me. And I wonder how Marcus Jordan feels about Michael to then date this woman, Larsa. I'm like, what in the Oedipus complex is this? What in a twisted relationship is this? Do you feel a certain way about your father? Do you dislike him? Are you trying to stick it to him? Who knows, child? Who knows? You would have to really dig down into the psychology of all of that. But anyway, let's listen to what Al has to say. But I just wanted to kind of touch on that because I feel like there's a lot to unpack with this for them getting together, and I don't think it will end well.
And how do you think
Oh,
MJ feels?
I know, you guys know that I'm here always for black love, especially.
Al, she ain't black, baby.
I'm just saying he is.
Okay, so you're into
I'm here for black men being in love and respecting their queens.
Biracial love. Continue.
Right, this relationship to me just doesn't feel right. It's something about it that just does not settle well with me. So I'm hoping it doesn't lead to disaster, because if they're in love, I want them to be in love for a long time. But it just appears that if you don't have your parental's approval or your parents' approval, that your relationship will always be strained in some type of fashion, no? I think it just creates, like, if your family doesn't support you in your nuptials, I just think it creates an environment in the relationship that leads to, like, a lot of distrust, criticism, and, contention, conflict.
I mean, Larsa being the ex-wife of your daddy's, like, the rival.
Right,
Like, that's
right.
crazy. Carlos, what do you think about this? Or do you think it's a match made in heaven? You think they're going to last? Would you give them a show?
Now, Al is right because Michael Jordan doesn't approve of this. But, honey, let's get to Carlos, to the really good part. You know, Carlos like to be all up in the damn rap videos, child. He like to be front and center. Now, I remember I did a video a while back when he first started doing that after show segment after Love and Marriage Huntsville, kind of similar to Watch What Happens Live, child. I don't know if he want to be like Andy Cohen, if he want to be like Funky Deneva, because I done said that too. Now he's sitting in for Funky, child. He want to be a podcaster. No, but in all seriousness, honey, you got to have multiple streams of income. And Carlos is getting the bag, whether we love, like, hate him or whatever, because many of us have strong opinions about him. But anyway, child, let's listen to what he say. Then I'm going to dig into him.
Oh, I was going to say it's a match made in reality heaven, honey. Larsa Pippen is one of the stars of The Real Housewives of Miami. And look, I'm not mad at a chick who is going to date younger and somebody's son. I'm not mad at it. It makes for great television. It makes for a great story. And at the end of the day, look, Larsa was married to Scottie Pippen for over, I think, 20 years, okay? She loves an athlete. She loves balls. She loves playing with balls.
You say balls?
Yes, she loves playing with balls. She loves to dribble them. I do too. So I understand where she's coming from in terms of, if you can't beat them, join them.
The balls?
The balls.
If you can't beat the balls, you
can't beat the ball, baby. Make sure they bounce on your chin.
Oh, God, Carlos.
Wow, Carlos. Wow.
He's bringing the fire tonight, okay?
Who do you think plays with balls better between you and Larsa? Between you, Larsa, and Al, rank the ball handling ability.
How did I get in this?
Well, according to Future, allegedly, Larsa was playing with the balls in his private jet, so sis got me beat.
Ooh.
Allegedly.
Future said that?
In a rap song.
Oh, see, this is good tea right here.
All right, just a note, Michael Jordan disapproved of their relationship a few months ago, so that's going to be interesting. It'd be a dope reality show if he'd be on it too with Juanita. We need the whole family on there.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, Juanita, yes. I wonder what she's thinking. Black mamas don't play when it comes to their boys, okay? So I'm very curious what Juanita thinks of Larsa. Now, that's a show that I would watch, produce, put on the streaming app, on YouTube, honey, on a billboard in Times Square. I'm here for it.
Black moms already don't like their sons being with older women. Really, they have a problem with a lot of their girls. They're very protective. So older.
And then experience?
Oh, yeah, of course, because I used to date young back in the day. I stopped that, though.
Or used to?
How old is KJ?
He was only like 4 years younger than me, like 3.5. But everybody acted cute because he had like such a baby face. But I used to date, 10 years younger back in the day.
Honey, one thing's for certain and two things for sure. Mr. Carlos King is an opportunist. Honey, he's going after everybody's bag, child. Everything is a storyline to this man. So you heard him give his commentary as it relates to Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen. Well, it is a damn storyline. Now, I heard on Gary with the T, they are filming at the Real Housewives of Miami, Larsa's storyline. Now, are you just trying to be over the top and sensationalize your story by getting with Marcus? Are you using this young man? And if so, young brother, honey, you better wake up and smell when you're being exploited. Speaking of being exploited, Honey, everything is a damn storyline at Carlos King. You see his wheels are turning. He wish he could damn do a docu-series or some type of reality show on Michael Jordan and Juanita Jordan. Child, you know they money too long, and Michael is way too private for that, honey. I don't think you want to go down that road. Wrong road, okay? That's not going to happen. And we barely hear anything about Juanita Jordan, honey. She got half of Michael's pay, or however much she got that big ass payout, child. She is off in the sunset with her new man, child, spending them coins, which are well earned and well deserved, because you know Michael cheated on her, honey. The girlfriend had the last laugh. But anywho, child, now you know Candy has said or alleged, and I believe it, but I'm gonna say alleged anyway, that Carlos tried to steal or wanted to do Escape's life story, right? Make a docu-series out of that, and she had to fight tooth and nail for them to tell their own story, but it came out in the wash, the rinse, it all came out. So can you imagine Carlos trying to film Larsa Pippen, Marcus Jordan, and then trying to backdoor and trying to film Michael and Juanita and some of the extended family and some of the people on the peripheral, child? That would be something. But you see how his mind ticks, right? I know he's an executive producer and I know he has a production company, so the wheels are already turning. Everything is about exploitation, okay? Hint, hint, wiping someone's tears away and telling them everything is going to be all right. Meanwhile, your world is crumbling, but they have it all televised for the world to see because guess what? Air quotes, it's a good story, okay? We see how he did Melody Cherie Rogers, and we still ain't see him talk about that Revenge P. You talking about every damn thing else and getting 1 million views off of Nene, damn near what, 300,000. I don't know how many views he got off of Kenya, but I'm sure maybe it may reach a 500,000. But whatever the case may be, honey, you breaking records and all this. You got your 100,000 subscribers plus over on your YouTube channel. And hey, I ain't mad at you. It's all about multiple streams of income. Get it how you live. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the bag. Fuck it, Geneva. You better watch Carlos, child. He trying to take your job just in case Kingdom Reign don't work out, child. He coming after your spot. He all up on these people damn platform talking about dribbling damn testicles or nasty motherfucker. I'm just like, come on. You trying to get them people fined. I'm like, what you doing? But anywho, it's all about sensationalism though, right? It's all about good TV. Child, whatever. And again, as I said before, like him, love him, or hate him, it's all about getting the bag. It's all about exploitation. It's all about capitalizing on the moment. Okay? It's so funny. He always reveals his true nature and his true intention and how he ticks and how his mind works. I guess if you're a producer, you're just always thinking a few steps ahead of how you can goddamn, I don't want to say get over on people, but in some cases, how you can just exploit people's life and fuck it up for the camera, just so you can get paid. Anyway, drop that in the comments. Tell me what you think. This is Sensibility Speaks. Thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.